Hello, my dear learners. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So here I welcome you all in your computer class. I am your computer educator. So here I welcome you all in your computer class. This class we will start chapter number 2 of your book. I'm hoping so you revise the previous, that is chapter number 1 of your book. In the previous chapter we already discussed about hardwares and their components. In this class, we will see about softwares, okay? Because one by one we have to do, okay? I know you know about softwares, but in this class, we will see software in detail. What is software? What are their types, okay? What are the softwares, and software divides into how many categories, okay? First, we will see what is software. Software divided into two categories: system software and application software. System software divided into three categories. Okay, that is operating system, language processor, utility software. So what are they? Next, in the application software also divided into two categories. First is general purpose software. Second is specific purpose software. We'll see what are they. What are system software? What are application software? But before starting it, we will see what is software. Okay, and their types, and we will see in the last what is the connection between a hardware and a software. Does they have any connection or not? Okay, so these things we have to do, we have to discuss in this class, in this chapter. Okay, so ready for this class? Let's start this class. Okay, chapter number 2, software trends is the chapter name. Okay, let's start with software. Okay, so your friend is also welcome you. So hi, I am Marvin. We all know that computer has two components, hardware and software. We already know computer is made up with hardware and software. In the last chapter, we have already learned about physical components, that is hardware of a computer. In the first class, we already know about hardware, okay, the physical components, okay. So these physical components cannot work without instruction. Without instruction, these hardware cannot able to perform, okay. To give these instruction to the computer, we need some software. In this chapter, we will read about different types of software, okay. So in this class, let's have a look on software, okay. Software. Software is a collection of programs that gives instruction to hardware part of a computer. What does software do? Software gives command to hardware to do work. So they give instruction to the hardware. Okay, so software is a collection of programs that give instruction to hardware. What does they give? They give instruction to hardware. Okay, software are the program that cannot be touched like hardware parts. So software we cannot able to touch. We cannot able to touch application software, system software. No. Like hardware, we can able to touch speaker, mouse, monitor, motherboard, CPU, all these things. But software, we cannot able to touch. We cannot able to feel. Okay, so it directs all the part of the computer system and give them instructions. So they give the instructions to the computer. Who give instructions? Software. Okay. There are many things we do on the computers, like playing games, making presentation, drawing, coloring, listening to music, etc. There are lots of the things we can able to perform, we can able to do with the help of computer. All these are possible with the help of different kinds of software. So different kinds of softwares are there to perform all these functions. Okay, we have to listen music, we have to play games, so different softwares are there for that. Okay, in the Play Store, you have to install a software for that. If you want to play game, if you want to do drawing, if you want to make presentation. Okay, we cannot able to make presentation with the help of keyboard, with the help of a mouse. We need some software for that. Okay, so let's see what are the types of software. By this thing we can able to understand softwares are very important. So we will see what are their types. So we can divide software into these categories. The software is divided into system software and application software. In system software, it divides into 3:1. First is operating system, second is language processor, third is utility software. We will see what is this. We will see. Don't worry for that. Okay. Next is application software, also divided into two categories, that is general purpose software and second is specific purpose software. Okay, so this is how we can divide between our system software and the application software. Okay, so system software divided into three, that is operating system, language processor and utility software, and application software divided into two, that is general purpose software and specific purpose software. Okay, this much is clear. Can you able to just categorize this? And this graph, this chart is important. If someone asks you about software, write the definition and make this chart for that, and then you can explain each one of the software in detail. Okay, okay, so if someone asks you what is software, that much is clear. The software that give instructions, the instructions to hardware to perform their duty. Okay, they give instructions, the software give instructions to the computer to perform their duty, and software we cannot able to see, we cannot able to touch. Okay, this is the thing. Now let's see one by one what are they. First we will see about system software. Okay, first we will see what is a system software. After that we will see what is application software. Okay, but first we have to see system software. System software is used to control all the operation of a computer system. So all the operation that is there in your computer system is controlled by the system software. These are designed to run our computer hardware and application program. So system means they can control the whole system of the computer. So this software keeps an eye on the functioning of a computer system. So they give an eye, they put an eye on it, like how your computer system works. So system software can get classified into three parts. The three parts we can able to classify. First is operating system, second is language processor, and third is utility software. So these are the three parts we can able to categorize it. Okay. First is operating system. First we will see what is operating system. Okay, so operating system is a software that works like a mediator between the user and the computer. So user and the computer, operating system play a mediator role. What does mediator role? Okay, it gets all the work done by the computer. So with the help of operating system we can perform the task. Okay, so it is the interface that makes the computer understand the instruction given by the user and let the user understand the result given by the computer. With the operating system, the instruction which we are giving to the computer, they can understand the computer like this instruction, and the computer is giving the result, so they can help us to understand what the computer tells to you. So that's why we can call computer and system, they play a mediator role between them. Okay. So without an operating system, we cannot work on a computer system. This is important. We cannot able to do any work without our operating system on it. It manages and operates all kind of computing devices like smartphones, tablets, servers, etc. So this is the main operating system. We will see one by one what is the function of it. Okay, don't worry for that. Now we will see the function of an operating system. What is the function of it? Do you want to know? So let's see one by one. An operating system can perform the following function. First function is that an operating system controls the functioning of the physical components of a computer system. So all the physical components of the computer is controlled by the operating system. Physical component we already know, that is hardware. Okay. It helps to coordinate the functioning of various physical components of a computer which are connected to the computer. What does they do? Operating system, they help us to control the physical components. Okay, so they help us to coordinate the functioning of various physical components of a computer which is connected to the computer. Second is, it helps to manage files and folders in the computer. So operating system they manage your files and folders in the computer system. Next, third, an operating system allots the computer resources to different program and application as per the requirement. So as per the requirement, operating system allows the computer resources to different programs. Okay. Next, fourth is, it is already preloaded in the computer system at the time of manufacturing of a computer system. You do not need to load the operating system or change the operating system. It is preloaded at the time of manufacturing of that computer or of that laptop or a computer, anything. So operating system is inbuilt in it. Okay, one of such operating system which is loaded in the computer system, that is BIOS. So this is the operating system we can able to load. Rest of the operating system is preloaded, that is basic input and output. In the previous chapter we already know what is BIOS, that is basic input and output system. The checks the working all the hardware part of the computer. So operating systems help or keep an eye that all the hardware is able to perform their duty or not. Okay, so this is the main function. They can check that all the part of the computer is working properly or not. They are able to manage your file and folder on the computer, and this is the thing that an operating system do. So let's see what are the example of the operating system. So example of popular operating systems are Mac OS, Windows XP, Linux, and UNIX. Okay, Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 11. These are the operating systems without the operating system, computer cannot able to perform, as it is a mediator between the user and the computer. Who is the mediator? Operating system. Clear? Now we will see what is a language processor. Let's see language processor. What is it? Okay, friends, we know that a computer cannot understand our language. Okay, computer cannot able to understand our language. So it understand machine language or language of ones and zeros. So they can able to understand this binary language only. They cannot able to understand how are you, what is your name, like this. Okay, whatever we are speaking in English or in Hindi, they cannot able to understand. They can understand only the binary language. So computer can understand the binary language. So a computer does not need any translator program to understand the written program in this language. There are many languages which are used to write program or give instruction to the computer. So in the computer there are many languages are there. Okay, so these we can say in the language language processor we can able to understand different languages of the computer. So that's why they can understand the language. Okay, so these programming language are, so there are the programming language of the computer which the computer can able to understand, like Python, like C++, like Java, like BASIC, etc. So these are the languages that can able to understand, and we already know the computer language is binary language. Our language processors translate all the program written in the language into the computer language or a machine language. So what does language software do? They translate the program language into the machine or the computer language, because so that's why the computer can able to understand what the user wants to do, what the user wants. So that's why with this they can translate the language. Okay, so we can say a language processor translate all the programs written in a language into the computer or the machine language. So whatever the program that is written in C++, Java or anything, they can translate into the machine or the computer language so that the user can interact with the computer efficiently. Okay, this is how they can able to interact with it. Okay, now we will see third, that is utility software. I am hoping so operating system and language processors are clear. Now we will see utility software. What are they? How they able to perform? Let's see. Utility software is used to handle day-to-day tasks related to the utility software is used to handle day-to-day tasks related to maintain the computer system so that the computer can function smoothly. So the day-to-day tasks of the computer is controlled and managed with the help of utility softwares. For example, antivirus software is used to remove viruses from the computer. Nowadays, antivirus are very popular to remove the virus from the computer. So this software works in day-to-day basis. Okay, to remove the viruses from the computer. So this is the utility software. The example of utility software are antivirus software, disk defragmenter, disk clean up, all these things. So what are they? Let's see one by one. First is disk cleanup. What does disk cleanup do? So this is an application that removes the temporary file from our computer system and drives and help us to create space in the internal memory or the hard disk of the computer. So they able to clean up. Clean up means they able to delete the temporary files that is there in the computer to make space in the computer. Okay, for giving space or to remove, we can say, to expand the space of the computer or the hard disk, this disk cleanups are there. It removes files which is not required in the computer system. So the file which is not required in the computer system, they remove that one. In the mobile phone also cleanup is there to remove the extra files in the computer. So this in the computer system also the disk cleanup is there. The empty space created by removing temporary file can be utilized for storing important data in the computer. So the file that is not used by the computer, so they delete that file. So that's why your computer can able to have a storage in it. So this work is with the help of disk cleanup. Second is this disk defragmenter. What does this defragmenter do? So defragmentation is like a cleaning house for your PC. So it is also do the cleaning part of the computer. Like in the home also we do cleaning, so in the computer also they do cleaning. So it picks up all the pieces of data which are spread across the system or in the hard drive and put back them together. So they put all the data together, not spread the data. So the data which is spread in the computer, they put the data in the same or in together format. Okay, so this is do by the disk defragmenter. Next is antivirus software. What does they do? So have you observed that at times our computer slow down, start automatically or shut down? Normally do. Okay, it functioning very improperly way. They automatically switch on, they automatically switch off. The cursor move right left a very irregular way. Okay, that means your computer has a virus on it. So okay, so its working is sometimes affected. The main reason behind all these symptoms is virus which allows slow down the speed of the system and can corrupt files. And antivirus software protect our computers from viruses. The common use antivirus software are Norton, AVG, Kaspersky, Quick Heal. These are the antivirus softwares that help us our computer to function properly and save our computer. So these are the some system software in which we will read about some first operating system, language processor and utility software. Okay, I am hoping so this much is clear to you. So my dear learners, system software is clear to you. I am hoping so. In the system software, we will discuss what is operating system, what is language processor, what is utility software. Now we have to move on application software. We have to see what is our application software. Let's see. An application software is a program that is invented to make the work of the user easy so that they can perform their work more efficiently and quickly. With the help of system software, we can able to perform our work quickly and efficiently. These software are developed keeping in mind the requirement of the user. The requirement of user with keeping in the mind of it requirement of user, this application softwares are made. Different application software help to perform different tasks. Different softwares are there to perform different tasks. For example, create documents, tabulate data, make presentation, etc. Application software can be divided into two categories. So application software, as in the starting of the chapter we will discuss, application software also divided into general purpose software and specific purpose software. So what are they, how they looks like and what are their roles? Let's see. First is general purpose application software. So what is general purpose application software do? Let's see. So general purpose software is software that can be used for the variety of tasks, because as the name suggests, general purposes means the software which is used for general purposes. Okay, general purposes software includes office applications such as presentation software and word processing software. So in the general purposes, the two main softwares are there that is used in generally normal day-to-day purposes like presentation software and word processing software, because these two software we can use in our day-to-day life. One is presentation, second one is word processing. So let us discuss a few general purpose software. So in this chapter, let's see some general software in detail. First is word processing software. What is that? Is word processing software. That is Microsoft Word. Normally we can use word processor softwares. So these are the software that is inbuilt in the computer, or we have to install it in the computer. Okay. So this software is used to do typing work, create documents, letters, and report using the computer. So normally we do in MS Word, what we do, we can create documents. We do typing in the Word. Okay, so in the Word we can able to do typing. We can able to add some picture. We can able to make some documents in it. MS Word. Okay. So in other words, it is used to create text documents. So normally we can able to make text document in MS Word. Using these software, we can edit, format, print text and graphics in documents. So normally with the help of MS Word, we can able to type, but other things we can able to do. We can able to edit, we can able to format, we can able to print text, and all these things we can able to do in the word processing. Examples of these software like MS Word, Labra Writers, and Word Pro, etc. So these are the things, examples of word processing. So this is the example of MS Word. Okay. So next next general purpose documents are, or we can say general purpose software is spreadsheet software. So what does spreadsheet do? How we can able to use? Let's see. So this software is used to store data in a tabular form. So in the tabular form, we can able to store your data. This is in the form of row and column. So in the row and column, we can able to preserve, we can able to store your data. It store data in an organized manner. So in the spreadsheet, we can able to store our data in a very organized way. Okay. So we can say it store data in an organized manner and also provide ready-made formulas to perform calculation. So in this spreadsheet, we can able to apply formula. We can able to apply. We can able to perform, or we can able to apply formulas in it. So that's why our calculation become easier for you. Okay. So this software help us to manipulate calculations. So normally in the calculations, we can able to use to make a result, to make we can say data of your business, of your company, of your school children's. We can use spreadsheets. Okay. Now, other thing is also there, and analyze the data. So in the spreadsheet, we can able to do calculation also and analyze your data, like which how many of the students can score above the 90% with the help of spreadsheet. If you enter the formula, they show the result like these are the students who perform or who has the greater than 90% marks in it. Okay. So with the help of spreadsheet, we can able to do calculation also and analyze your calculations. Okay. Spreadsheet software is commonly used in offices to prepare day-to-day report, to make report cards in schools, etc. So in schools cards, to make report card, in offices, we can use spreadsheet. Example of spreadsheet software are Excel, TOS, 123, Open Office, Calus. These are the example of spreadsheet. Okay. Next is multimedia software. What does multimedia software do? Let's see. So this software helps us to creating animation and videos by using images, text, and sound effects. So with the help of multimedia, we can able to make animations and add sound, text, and images in it. Okay. So we can create animated movies, cartoons using this software. With the help of multimedia software, we can able to make cartoons, videos of, or we can say animated things in it. Okay. Example of multimedia software are Adobe Director, Adobe Animator, Adobe Flash. So these are the some software of multimedia. Next presentation software. So presentation software is also there to make presentations. Normally in the offices, in the schools also, we have to make presentations. So with the help of this, we can able to perform. We can add videos, we can add pictures, we can add slideshows, all these things in presentation. So this software help us to create presentation with different style or effects and animations. So with the help of presentation software, we can able to make very beautiful, interesting presentations. So we can design slides, apply slide transitions, and run slide shows to add or to address large or small gatherings. So for the small and large gatherings, we can able to make presentations and run our presentation with the help of projectors. Example of presentation software are example of presentation softwares are PowerPoint, OpenOffice.org, and Impress. So these, with the help of these software, we can able to make very interesting and beautiful presentations for your school, for your offices. Next, graphic softwares are there. So what does graphic software do? Let's see. So graphic software allow us to work on images. So with the help of graphic means they help us, or they perform duty, or we can say they allow us to work on images. Okay, we can edit images with the help of graphic software. We can edit images, create posture using the software. Okay, so we can able to edit the images with the help of graphic software. Graphic software help us to design logos, posture, banners. Okay, we can help to perform different tasks with the help of graphic means they able to give some graphic effects on it, to making some logos, to making a brand name, to making a brand sign. We can use graphic software. For example of graphic software are Photoshop, Corel Draw, all these are there. Okay, next, so basically graphic software are used to edit image, create postures. Okay, if you want to make a big poster of your brand, of your company, so we can use this graphic software. Next is DBMS. What does DBMS? That is database management system. What that is database management system, that is DBMS. So database management software is an application software that help us to store large amount of data in a organized way. So in an organized way, we can able to manage your data and store your data. We can create and edit tables, create queries, and report using database software. Examples of DBMS software are DBase, Fox Pro, or else, and MSSS. All these are there for database management system. Okay, we have to make a data in a well organized way. We have to use DBMS for that. Okay, now this thing is clear for you, what is system and what is application software. Okay, so special purpose application software. Now we will see what is special purpose application software. Okay, we discussed about application software. We discussed general purpose software like MS Word, like presentation. All these are the general purpose software. We will see now special purpose software. What are they? So special purpose application software are application program developed for different types of user as per their individual requirement. Every organization has different needs, like bank software are used to keep a record of the customer, or a railway station are software required to maintain a record of the passenger. Like every sector or every different companies have different softwares for that. Like in the railway, they have to create a record of their passengers. In the bank, they have to create a record of their customers. So these are known as a customized software, as these software help us to solve specific purpose. So they help in a specific purpose. So that's why they design for the customized purposes. So that's why they are called specific softwares. For example, library management software, tele software, railway reservation software, stock management software, payroll software, tax calculation softwares. These are the specific purpose software because they have to perform specific task. Like for example, account software, they have to make a account list for that. Okay, so we have to use account software. Calculation software, so they make a very big or lengthier calculation with the help of calculation software. Next is the stock management software, Nifty, and we have to say stocks are there. Okay, so Bombay Stock Exchange, and we have that thing for that now. So we have to have a stock management system for that. Next is a payroll software is there. Okay, so these are the some specific purpose softwares. Okay, now we have to move on. Trends, latest trends in software. So in the software also some latest trends are there. So what are they? Let's see. So these days many people are using open source software, as these software are available free of cost. Normally nowadays open source softwares are there, very important. Open source software that are free to use. Okay, these open source software are those software which are free to use and can be downloaded easily. So these software are free and you can easily download it, okay, with the help of Play Store. Okay, so the coding statement that are used to develop a software is easily available to the user, institution and organization, so they can be modified the software as per the organization requirements, because their instructions are easily available. You do not have to pay, so the institution can modify that resources or that software according to their needs. Okay, so the main purpose of promoting open source software is that the software which is free can be accessed by the people easily. So main thing is that they are you do not have to pay anything, that is free, so that we can say that organization can modify that software according to their own needs. Okay, so the commonly used open source software are LibreWriters, LibreOffice, GIMS, Audacity, or we can say QBasic, WMP, VLC, Handfreeze, Mozilla and Android. So these are the some open source software that is free to use. Now we will see what is a relationship between a hardware and software. Let's see. Hardware and software are related to each others. As we know, these two terms are related to each others. These are mutually dependent on each others, as hardware is dependent on software and software also dependent on hardware. Hardware and software work together to produce an output which is required by the user. Because with the interaction of both hardware and software, we have to able to get a result. Software cannot be utilized without supporting hardware. Of course, without hardware, software cannot able to do, and without software, hardware cannot able to perform. Okay, so different software can load it on hardware to perform different jobs. Similarly, when there are no proper instructions given, the hardware cannot able to use and it is useless. So both hardware and software are very important to use to perform a specific task. So this chapter is over. I am hoping so you are getting everything is clear. What is software? What are their types? What is system software? What is application software? So that's all, my dear learners, for this class. Hope so this class is useful to you. So that's all, my dear learners. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.